Hello and welcome to the official Nintendo Magazine's review of Kingdom Hearts 3D Dream Drop Distance. Perhaps the highest praise that you can give Dream Drop Distance is that despite being a spin-off, it rarely feels like one. It's a substantial action RPG with production values that put just about every other third-party game currently on the 3DS to shame. The setup is fairly straightforward. Series regulars Sora and Riku are sent by Mickey Mouse and beardy wizard Yen Sid to reawaken 6 sleeping worlds, an examination that they need to pass in order to become Keyblade Masters. Each setting has its own self-contained storyline, though in each case you'll be solving the problems of a variety of Disney characters before defeating a boss and then moving on to the next world. It'll be familiar stuff if you've played any of the previous games, but early on there are a few notable changes to the formula. A fair portion of the combat still revolves around wailing on the A button for basic attack combos, but this time you can use the environment to your advantage. The Y button is used as your all-purpose parker button for running up walls, swinging from beams and whirling around poles. This opens up a range of additional combat options on top of your steadily expanding command deck, which houses more powerful moves and spells that need to cool down before they can be reused. More importantly though, you're joined in battle by spirits, creatures that will automatically assist with moves of their own. To make them more effective combatants, you'll need to spend some time bonding with them. One way of doing this is via a Nintendogs-esque style aside in which you stroke their silhouette with a stylus to increase their affection. Various foodstuffs will also keep them happy, whilst adjusting their stats help raise their experience and earn you link points. These are then spent unlocking permanent buffs and individual commands on skill trees, with some additional paths opening when a spirit's demeanour changes either through care or through cuisine. Not everyone will spend hours experimenting with different teams, but there's a Pokemon-style compulsion to locating all the individual spirits, and if you're finding it difficult to tell them apart from similar enemies in the heat of battle, you can spray them with coloured paints for easier recognition. The game does use little tricks to extend the gameplay. For example, boss encounters have to be completed in one go in a certain time limit. It's a way of extending the game's running time while deflecting attention away from its repetitive structure. We'd argue that there are enough asides and story sequences to mask that somewhat, but there's no doubt that the world tally is disappointingly low. Ignore the duff opening, unnecessarily convoluted storytelling, repetitive structure and irritating drop system, and you've got one of the finest third-party 3DS offerings to date. These niggles may hold the game back from true greatness, but its highlights are frequent enough to overcome its shortcomings. In fact, given the effectiveness of its dual screen setup, a certain up-and-coming Nintendo console would surely be the most appropriate destination for Kingdom Hearts 3. While the wait continues, however, there can be few better ways to fill the gap. We score Kingdom Hearts 3D Dream Drop Distance an impressive 84%.